Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look from the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege line. This is Deluxe Class Impactor, which is a great figure, unlike being impacted, which is something you never want to have to deal with. Look it up, kids. You might learn something. Being a little silly. But we're starting off in tank mode, and I gotta say this is really cool. The turret does swivel, which I think is great. How many tanks have we gotten where, due to transformation, the turret was locked in place? The barrel can also go up and down. Spoilers, that is the handgun in robot mode. Normally I don't really talk about the colors, but I do like this mix of royal purple with a golden sun yellow color, with a little bit of the silver for the battle damage and effects. And it really does look like that Impactor's been through a bit, which is not to be surprised since the character is one of the leaders of the Wreckers. In fact, this character goes all the way back to the G1 comics, where it was created by Simon Furman for the team, the Wreckers. Not a lot of versions of the character over the years. I think the last one we've gotten in toy form was a Transformers Collectors Club repaint of the Rook figure from Combiner Wars. So it's really nice to have a figure that really does look like the comic book model. I know, it's its own standalone vessel of its character. So we'll pause and we'll get into the transformation. Okay, so as you've seen from my last couple of reviews, I basically have been reviewing that Prowl Cybertronian Datsun mold, different characters using it. So it's really great to get my hands on a brand new unique transformation, really sink my teeth into it. Well, I'm not sinking my teeth into it. I'm going to use my hands, but you know what? Darn it. For you guys, I will sink my teeth into it. No, plastic good. Oh, God. Oh, the die's going to do me in. Nah, I'm kidding. Oh, I'm in a silly mood today, but you know what? We're having fun. So to start with the transformation, we're going to come around behind the tank here, and we're going to go in and unplug these rear sections like so and flip them out. These will form the feet, and these actually help lock the side panels into place when going into vehicle mode. Speaking of the side panels, let's go ahead and rotate everything down and around. And this is one of the issues I have with the figure, because there's really nothing holding those side panels in place in robot mode. You're going to come along now, stick your thumb in, and flip up what will be the feet, and then rotate these panels in on the side here, making sure everything's all lined up and hunky-dory. And that will sort of help hold everything in place, but again, there's no firm locks. Coming back underneath, what you want to do is grab this whole section. Make sure you're rotating from the purple waist joint, not from the individual hips. And you're just going to snap that into place just like so. And we're standing the figure up while I bring the camera out ever so slightly. You can, of course, separate the legs if they haven't already. Now comes a little funky part where you want to get your thumb in underneath this purple panel. And once you get one arm free, the other one should come easily. You're going to flip that up and then unpeg the gun. Try, if it comes to detach from both, that's fine. And then you're going to swivel the arms up all the way out on that shoulder armpit joint. Rotate them around so the elbow joint is facing upward and bring them down. Now next, you're going to fold this purple plate down and it will peg into place in the chest. If it doesn't seem to hold properly, give it a little push. If not, adjust the arms to make sure that they are lined up properly here, because there is a way to get them out of alignment. Oh, and I didn't rotate that one properly. Now, we'll go ahead and just remove this little piece right here. And the next step is you can rotate the fists out, just like so. But you know what? On this hand, we're not, because eagle eyes have probably noticed a 5mm port. Or you've noticed it from the countless promotional photos that Hasbro has released of this figure. And you can go ahead and plug this in, and he's got his little spear hand. And what's great is you could also put the Battle Masters in there, or the I'll admit the gun ones will look a little weird. Kind of wish they had that rear peg, but like the axe, the hammer, the swords, that would be like really cool. And we're almost done. Come around here, flip this gun up and over, just like so. So it's over the shoulder, not really over the torso. Come around back here, open up this panel. Now, getting the head out can be a little tricky. It's on a very stiff joint. Let's see if I can do it without any help. I think I'm going to need a little help. So you can actually use the little harpoon to get in there. Flip it up just like that. I'm sure over time it'll loosen up. Rotate it around. Very stiff joint. I am not exaggerating. Close that panel back up. And there you go. Let's put the gun in the hand. I'm a little disappointed that the rifle tank barrel doesn't have the peg here in the back that you can work some magic, but here you have Impactor, all ready to roll and wreck. Okay, now, like I said, Impactor has a little bit of meat on him, about the same size as Ironhide. Nice ratcheting joints here in the hips, swivel forward and back. You do have a little bit of play with the ankles and the toe there, which is kind of nice. And so you can see you can get some nice dynamic posing. Nothing much here in the shoulders, just a swivel and stuff. But he is also covered in 5mm ports. So once again, weaponizers, battle masters, micromasters, peg them on, send them out. I think we'll actually be seeing a bit more of that when we get the big 3-pack with the repaint, retool with the new head of Mirage, the repaint of this guy with his Decepticon head. Yes, he was technically a Decepticon at some point. And then, of course, we're getting one of the repaint of Cog as one of the Power Dashers. So, yeah, but this is a really cool looking figure. I like the extra gray gunmetal, well, not gunmetal gray, but the silverish gray, on the legs here, breaking up that golden sun yellow and what have you. This is a beefy guy, and there's a lot of oomph behind it. I mean, I'm not that familiar with the character, but I think in the end, it'll make for a great addition to your collection. So, we'll pause, and I'll give you my final thoughts. I think Impactor is a great addition to any collection, like I just said. Now, this figure is being shipped by Amazon, but it's not available for sale. And in fact, was supposed to be shipped the beginning of last month. I don't know what's going on, but apparently Impactor, Mirage, and Barricade were all supposed to be part of the same wave, which leads me to believe would be part of the same shipping case. As you know, I got Barricade a few days ago. I got Impactor the day before this recording, and Mirage I'm supposed to get sometime next week. If you go to Amazon right now, they'll let you buy these figures, but they'll tell you they're out of stock. Personally, I think I would wait until they are in stock to buy them, but then you might miss out and scalpers will pick them up, and then what are you going to do? So, yeah, I don't know. It is worth getting the figure, though, so if you have to go to Big Bad Toy Store, Hasbro Pulse, or just wait until you see it at retail, that's fine too. Now, what I think is going on is different warehouses get different figures and they ship out from there. And, the warehouse with Mirage hasn't gotten Mirage yet. I don't know. I mean, I've heard an explanation like that before, but regardless, Impactor, great figure, worth the pickup. You can have a lot of fun just with the figure, but when you start bringing in the Battle Masters, the Weaponizers, I can really see this figure being something special. This is your old pal Chuck for Impactor. We will see you next time.